What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to Hungary for Success with me, FoggyPlays, on FM21. Today we're doing the Champions League group draw, and we're going to see what games we play after that, because the group draw is quite important. So we're going to jump into that now. But if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference to the channel. Now let's get into the video. Right, fellas, so no games have been played since you were here last. The last game was the game against Başakşehir, where we qualified for the Champions League group stage. We're seeded second for the draw, which is quite a nice seeding position for us. Definitely, okay, we're not the bottom of the top of the second seed, just ahead of Porto. That's quite a nice place to be. We're actually ahead of PSV and Man United. Man United won the Europa League last year. We have a better coefficient than they do. Fair enough. Juventus did win the Champions League though, so that's interesting. So what we're going to do is just draw the first team out for every group. Is there anyone in this draw that I would like PSV? I would really like PSV. PSV? Okay, no. I want revenge against Man United. Juventus. Okay, that's fine. So who could we get in the next rounds of draw? Next round of the draw. Oh, mouth enough work. I have previous against Club Brugge, so I wouldn't mind playing them. But I like Roma, but I think Celtic or Rangers would be an interesting one. So let's have a look. Okay, so we're not getting Roma. Group A looks a bit difficult. Group B doesn't look like a lot of fun. Group C is looking pretty easy for Real Madrid. Celtic are in Group D, so I'll take anyone but Valencia. Okay, Copenhagen have gone into Group E. Club Brugge in Group F. I'll take Rangers. Okay, we got Rangers. And Valencia go into Group H. Group H doesn't look an easy group either. Man United, Milan, and Valencia. I swear this was the best teams in Europe. Who would have thought that the best teams in Europe could be really good at football? For the final draw, obviously I'm going to say I want Utrecht because they're the lowest coefficient. But we could beat any of these teams. I wouldn't mind Moscow. I don't think we haven't played many Russian teams. Frankfurt would be a good one. So let's have a look. Group A does. Yeah, Group A is a hard group. Man City, Atletico Madrid, Roma, and Bayer. That's a tough time. Mold are going to get absolutely slapped in Group B. Fenerbahce, Group C. They could get third. I don't think they're going to do any better than that. But I don't think. I'm going to go with my normal shitting on Turkish teams. Fenerbahce are going to finish bottom. Be surprised if they even score a goal. Euro 2020 all over again. Group E. That's difficult. Copenhagen have a decent team in this world. We're not going to get Frankfurt. Probably going to get Lille. So yeah, of course we're going to get Lille. I think. Put my hands up. I think we could actually win this group. I know Juventus won the Champions League last year, but I think we could actually do quite well against them. Yeah, I think this isn't the hardest group in the world. So we're starting against Rangers. So potentially we'll take on. So what we're going to do for the rest of this episode, the next part of this episode is going to be the game against Rangers, and maybe the game against Juventus. Yeah, I think 2 Champions League games, that'll be fun. So that's what we're going to do. Rangers in just a second, and then we're going to take on Juventus, current Champions League holders. See, is there any... No, there's a whole bunch of scout reports I need to look at. But we will be back in just a second to take on Rangers. We're expected to finish second or third in our group. I'd be very disappointed if we don't qualify from this group. So... I think, yeah, I'm putting it out there. We're going to top this group. Right, fellas, it is time for us to take on Rangers now. It's been a hot minute since I recorded the first part. But we went and beat Ujpest 5-0 and Depression 7-3. We dominated the first half. They came back and decided they were going to get involved in the second half, which scared me a little bit. But we do have a couple of transfers afoot. Ermin Kitarik wants to leave. So looks like he's going back to Sarajevo for 4.5 million. Interestingly, he does have interest from Arsenal, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Juventus, but it looks like he's going back to Bosnia. They're paying his release clause, so that is fine, I guess. Juan Pablo Nunes wants to leave the club as well, so I was like, hey, you have a release clause of 10 million. And he was like, no, that is way too much. So it looks like he's going off to Shakhtar or Utrecht for a potential 6.5 million. But we did do some business since you were here last. Boris Kayembe has joined from Real Madrid for 7 million. Pretty decent all-round central midfielder. Mazzella, box to box, can be an okay midfielder or playmaker. Paid 7 million for him. He's come in. He's actually played for the Real Madrid first team. Played 14 times last year. So he's not a terrible player, is what I'm saying. He is in to play for the first team, and we have done some transfer business on the way out. I don't know if I told you about Pierluigi Mastro Giovanni. Ferencváros came in and offered us more than what he was valued at the time, so we sold him. I think he played one cup game. Yeah, one cup game for us. We got a nice chunk of change in return for his services. We also sold Gilmer. This was hard. Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich both came in and went, hey, 20 million? And I was like, 60? And they both went, yes. So he went to Borussia Dortmund for 60 million with a couple of add-ons. He's to play a couple of games. Some of it's over a certain length of time, 12 months. There's a 20% profit, I think, and a friendly. So we're without what was probably our best player, and he's gone straight into the Borussia Dortmund first team. So that's pretty good. Luis Miguel Diaz has also left us. He wanted to go back to Mexico, so he's gone to Pachuca for 9 million. He almost went to Almira for 11, but rejected it, and I think it was because he said he wanted to go back to Mexico. Cassiani has gone out on loan to Ujpest, which that kind of happened without me knowing about it. So I'll just pretend like I wanted it. And Ferdus Ruffin has gone to Ferencváros just yesterday, I think. Been with the club for 7 years. Never really a first team player. Got 1.2 million from him, so that's fine. How much should we actually pay from day one? Nothing. That's fine. So we have at this current moment gotten 94 million in sales, 16.75 spent. The Gilmer transfer was a record, as you would imagine. It was a record. Previous record was 1720 something. Yeah, 20 million for Zamorano. So we've made ourselves a nice chunk of change this year, and I'm not going to complain. But we are taking on Rangers, and we've come back just a smidge early. Just come back a little bit early. But okay, so Lille beat Juventus. Did not expect to say that. We are 4,000 to 1 to win the Champions League, which is kind of expected. We're going to pick our team. Kranic, who has recently acquired interest from many clubs. Liverpool are the only ones interested at this moment. I think there's like a week left in the window. We're going to go Hernandez and Mayer as our wing backs, Medina and Neary at centre back, because they are easily our best centre back partnership. Kwasi is going to go in the Mazzella role. O'Neill as our box to box. Our big issue now is we don't actually have a right winger. So Lazar has been playing there. Absolutely trash for Hungary. Breeds I played in the last game and was actually did quite well. So we're going to start him. Fuskis, because he's our top goal scorer, technically. Himself and Zigri are joint top goal scorers. Zigri has just exploded onto being in the first team, so I'm quite happy with that. We're going to put Bourdais on the bench, even though he was transfer listed. I've removed him from the transfer list because I kind of want to play him. So why not? We're going to put Zhang and Kalsberg on the bench. just because we don't have a huge amount of options. And we're going to put Johansson on the bench as well. Kiembe can't be registered. So he arrived just, I think it was the day after we had to select our team. So he's not going to be in the Champions League team for the time being. They do have Angus Gunn in goal. It seems like he's been relatively well. Norrington Davies is pretty good. Angerin, Ryan Kent is still there. Who else have they got? Anyone else? Bino Gittins. He can be a pretty decent defender from time to time. I'm not 100% sure how he's getting on in this world. I've not really kind of paid too much attention to Scottish football, as you would imagine. It's not something I'm overly bothered by. Kind of stuck in my own little world, you know. But we have the potential to beat them. Like our performance analyst or whoever was like, "Oh, this should be an easy game. It's only Rangers," and then the bookies are like, "Rangers are favourites." So that's mixed signals, but I still think we have enough about us to beat them. Fuskis can't quite get the ball past Angus Gunn, and Edmondson boots it away. I was kind of hoping that'd be an own goal, but what can you do? Kwasi, Zigri with the header can't find the back of the net. One thing I did discover in the international break while I was recording was my corner routine has turned into a hot mess. And we played against Austria, and I couldn't fix it. Zigri just puts that one over. Whatever I did, didn't fix it. Regardless of how many players I put back, we always had nobody back. Like literally nobody was back. Just the goalkeeper by himself, and he was pretty much at the halfway line all the time. So we conceded 3 goals from corners, all attacking corners. So that was delightful. And I don't know why, because it's the same. It's a similar corner routine to what we use here. I'm not sure why Lazare just puts that one wide. It's not. I couldn't figure out why, because it said the taker was one of the wingers, but for some reason my right back and left back just didn't seem to be anywhere, and they're the two I was leaving back. So yeah, Baridza puts that one wide. We are peppering them with shots, but we are not doing anything with said shots. We've had 14 shots, 5 on target. Angus Gunn's having the game of his life. Angus Gunn. Okay, we have a corner. Kouassi. Can't find anybody, but O'Neill gets on the end of it. O'Neill wasn't even close. I'm going to thrash my arms. I am far from pleased. Lazare just continues to not be very good at football. I'm kind of pinning my hopes and dreams on Imre Lazare, remembering how to be a footballer. We do have Roy Jensen. I recalled him from his loan at AAB. I think that's where he went. Was it AAB? We recalled him because without him, we didn't actually have another right winger. So it would have been one of our strikers having to play at right wing. But unfortunately, again, not registered to play in the Champions League. So, or is he? No, he can't be. Maybe, no, because he's injured at the minute. Maybe he is. Maybe I did register him. I just don't remember. But for all the highlights in this game so far, not a huge amount is happening. Baridze, beautiful touch to get it past the defender. That looked like it took a deflection. It didn't, somehow. And they've gone very narrow. Maybe we should start playing wider. But all our best players are through the middle. Baridze, Zigri, gets across Kwasi, beautifully chested down. Has Hernandez on the overlap. Finds Lazare, gets across, and Fuskis. What are you doing to me? Mayer gets dispossessed by Lauer, but somehow manages to keep hold of the ball. I don't understand FM21 for that. Lazare can't get past Norrington Davies. Medina is there to clean up the mess, and now Baridze finds Kwasi. Imre Lazare shoots, and he finds the back of the net. That did not look like it went over the line. I am not going to complain. Get in, Imre Lazare. I want to see this again, because we'll have a slightly better angle, and potentially we'll have VAR. So Lazare takes the shot. It looked like it hit both posts and just came out. But they're giving it as a goal, and that's all that matters. Where's my mouse gone? Goal line technology, you beautiful thing. Right, so what are we going to do? Fuskas has been terrible. We're going to bring on Sorensen. Bariza has been a little bit meh, so he's going to come off. And we're going to bring on Carlsberg. Hernandez is next on the chopping block. I don't want to make all 3 substitutions just yet, because that could go horribly wrong. Because knowing my luck, I'll pick up an injury. One of my players will fall down and we'll be down to 10 men, and Rangers come back and score twice. Lazare has found a new lease of life and has decided he's actually a footballer. I think this is the first time I've seen him play really good football since I signed him. Before I signed him, he had an absolute worldie of a couple of games for Hungary. I was like, this guy needs to be in my team. And then I signed him, and he turned into hot trash. So maybe this is his breakout game. Gilmar's gone. He is first choice right winger now. No one in his way. Maybe that's what he needed this entire time. Just to have somebody just believe in him. You know, just needed somebody to believe that he could be a footballer, and he's finally decided to do it. O'Neill is tired, but Hernandez is just bad at football. So Thorson is... Hernandez isn't bad at football. He's just not playing well today. Still can't believe that Lille beat Juventus. Taki Sorensen is true. Oh, he's dinked the keeper. The Faroese international scores again. There's potential actually for us to have 3 Faroese internationals on the pitch at any one time. Because we have Sorensen up front, could have Jensen on the right, Carlsberg on the left. We just need to find out who is the other Faroese striker, pick him up and just play with a full Faroese front 4. Because, you know, what's better than having a strike force who can't score goals internationally than playing them all together in the league? Sorensen's definitely offside. Yeah, definitely offside. Look, you could tell. You could tell by, you know, looking, which is why VAR isn't needed. The assistant just didn't really care. It was just like, no, don't need to. He's clearly offside. This is fine. I'll take just a comfortable 3-0 victory. It's fine. Lazare with a brace, Sorensen with just the one. Fuskas did get a little bit annoyed when Gilmar got sold, as did Carlsberg. But I was like, it was 60 million. Like, we never sold a player for more than 20. 60 million is a lot of money. But we've won the game. That is fandabidosi, expialidocious. I'm not going to complain about a 3-0 victory away from home. So that you'd imagine we go to our place and we'd be able to relatively comfortably beat Rangers. I think Lille could be a sticking point, and the fact that Juventus lost to Lille makes me think that we could beat Juventus. We'll have to wait and see. Rangers are definitely the team that are going to be sitting bottom of this group at the end of it, unless something crazy goes on with Lille or Juventus. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that, though. So for the next, we're not going to do any more in this episode because it is already pushing on for 20 minutes. I don't want to make it go on too long because everything here is taking its sweet ass time. So yeah, next episode we are going to come back for this game against Lille and like Pushkash Academia or Meshkoved. Maybe Pushkash, depends on who's higher in the league. As it is right now, Pushkash are the team in the ascendants. But we're sitting comfy atop the division, and we have a game against Ferencváros coming up, so we're going to end their unbeaten season, hopefully. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, and we'll see you in the next one.